Welcome back to Houston Life. The Pirates come ashore this month as the Gilbert Sullivan Society of Houston brings back the popular and family-friendly comedic operetta, The Pirates of Penzance.
I love this show so much. Here with details on this classic show filled with infectious melodies, we have Eiki Isomura, music director for The Pirates of Penzance, and Dennis Aerosmith, who plays the role of the Major General. Welcome, gentlemen. This show is so much fun. How would you describe this for folks who have never seen it? Because it was late 1800s, right, when the show was first written, but many of us didn't know about it until the film.
That's right, in the 1980s, yeah, with Kevin Kline and Linda Ronstadt, and that was the introduction. And you know, the way we understand it, it's operetta, so it fits right into the sweet spot between opera and musical theater, and so it has sort of the soaring voices and the orchestra, and then all the funny, you know, comedic bits and the dancing from musical theater. It's really kind of the best of both worlds.
So Dennis, as the general, you have a very fun song that's a very fast song. Let's talk a little bit about how you kind of prepare for singing / speaking this. What are the warm-ups like to get your mouth ready for such a speed song?
This is, the Major General has probably the most iconic song in all of Gilbert and Sullivan. I Am the Very Model, which I'm looking forward to singing in just a few minutes. And yeah, it's just a bunch of words, super fast, and you just sort of practice over and over and over again to get all those words in your mouth to the point where it almost doesn't even make sense to you anymore. But it's all part of telling the story because it shows that this character is outrageous and has all these accomplishments, but it doesn't really actually mean anything. So it's just funny and a good time.
We should point out to our viewers, by the way, Dennis, yes, you are seeing images of when Dennis was the Pirate King. This was the last time Pirates of Penzance was on stage in Houston 8 years ago.
Yeah.
And the Pirate King, I played the Pirate King in high school. I loved the role. But the Major General, I mean, this role, again, you have to speak so quickly, a vastly different role than you played before.
Yeah, I've done 3 parts with the Houston Gilbert Sullivan Society. I did the Sergeant of Police way back in 2009, then I did the Pirate King, and now I've risen in the ranks to be the modern Major General.
Eiki, let's talk a little bit about how you guys have made a little bit of changes to make it a little more modern from the 1800s, right?
Yeah, and Houston Gilbert and Sullivan Society dates all the way back to 1952. It is Houston's oldest opera company.
I didn't know we had a Gilbert and Sullivan Society.
And they've
to admit.
They've had these historic costumes and sets, and for the first time in decades, we're bringing brand new sets and costumes with a terrific design team led by stage director Nicole Kenley-Miller. And we're sort of thinking of it as the next chapter in the society.
I know the show must be exhausting. It's a lot of work. It moves very fast. And again, even if you've never seen this show, you will appreciate it and fall in love with the storyline and the characters immediately. What's it like for y'all to bring this production together on stage every single night? Because it does move so quickly and the intensity of not missing the next note. Are you able to just relax and enjoy it, or does it still feel like it's a ton of work?
It is very fast-paced, but we've been practicing for a while, and so the more you practice something, the easier it gets. And we're all having such a great time that it doesn't really even feel like work. But as you said, yeah, it is a brutal rehearsal period, and all of us have other jobs. You know, this is something we kind of do for fun at night. A lot of us are professional singers, but we have other jobs. But I'm kind of lucky that my character doesn't even enter until the end of Act 1, so I can kind of chill for the first part. And there are nice breaks within the show. Gilbert and Sullivan paced it so beautifully, so the men are on in the beginning, and then the women take over, and then everyone comes back together. So it's a beautifully structured show.
I think from here you should go to HEB and you should just go in your costume and start speaking as fast as you can.
Yeah, it's a little bit warm for the weather we're having right now, but who knows? If it gets some ticket sales, I'll do it.
That's a costume? I thought that was just your regular
everyday get-up.
The summer wear.
Safaring in the woodlands.
And Eiki, this is a family-friendly show.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely. This show is for everyone. I think most of us go because just the tunes are just so catchy and people just fall in love with it immediately. But there's so much, there's so many fun comedic bits that's for all audiences. And something that's been new for this production is we've really upped our choreo game. There's going to be some really fabulous dancing as well. So a spectacle for sure.
Yeah, larger than life
like
characters.
Okay, well listen, you're about to get a taste as Eiki and Dennis get ready to perform. We do want to remind you that the Pirates of Penzance presented by the Gilbert and Sullivan Society of Houston, is happening Saturday, July 22nd and July 29th at 7 p.m. and Sunday, July 23rd and 30th at 2:30 p.m. at Hobby Center's Zilka Hall. Tickets are available now. You don't want to miss it.
And now, here with a rendition of the song, I am the very model of a modern Major General. I have to say it very slowly. From the Pirates of Penzance, here's Dennis Aerosmith as Major General, accompanied by Eiki Isomura.
I am the very model of a modern Major General. I've information, vegetable, animal, and mineral. I know the kings of England and I quote the fights historical, from Marathon to Waterloo in order categorical. I'm very well acquainted too with matters mathematical. I understand equations both the simple and quadratical. About binomial theorem, I'm teeming with a lot of news. Oh, lot of news. What rhymes with lot of news? With many cheerful facts about the square of the hypotenuse. I'm very good at integral and differential calculus. I know the scientific names of beings and animalculous. In short, it matters vegetable, animal, and mineral. I am the very model of a modern Major General. I know our mythic history, King Arthur's and Sir Caradox. I answer hard acrostics, I have a pretty taste for paradox. I quote in elegiacs all the crimes of Heliogabalus. In conics I can flow peculiarities, parabolas. I can tell undoubted Raphaels from Gerardel's and Zophanies. I know the croaking chorus from the frogs of Aristophanes. Then I can hum a fugue of which I've heard the music's dinner for. Dinner for? Oh, that's a hard one. Dinner for. And whistle all the years from that infernal nonsense pinafore. Then I can write a washing bill in Babylonic cuneiform and tell you every detail of Caractacus's uniform. In short, it matters vegetable, animal, and mineral. I am the very model of a modern Major General.
Bravo! Dennis Aerosmith and Eiki Isomura. For a link to get your tickets to the Pirates of Penzance, we have shared a link on our website, HoustonLife.tv.
I'm taking a breath for him.
Phenomenal. Take a bow.
Yay!
Take a bow. Lovely.